Good morning. All right, let's get the table. Let's get the table in view. Oh, jeez, I can't see myself. Well, it is what it is. All right, so we're gonna rate. Yep, oh my gosh, nope. 8:30 on the nose. Coffee is kicking in. Kids are at school. We're gonna get right into it. So we're going to start off with the ones we did last time, and we're just going to add a few more. We're going to see what we can get in to 15 minutes, and I want you to pay attention to where your body is compared to 2 days ago. And so if you did them 2 days ago with us and then you did them yesterday on your own, today you should notice that you get a little bit more range, a little bit more extra rotation or side lift, a little bit more control. You're going to feel it sort of burn out in the right places towards the end a little bit more. Every day that you do these, you should get a little bit bigger, a little bit better, a little bit faster, a little bit stronger, all those things. As always, if you have questions, throw them in the comments. And if you're not watching this live, message me. All right, let's get into it. All right. We're going to start on our back again. Feet level, on my feet level, good. We're going to bring our hips up, push, pull. So one hand goes on the top of the knee, the other goes behind, push, switch hands, push, 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 push. Just 25%. Push out, push in. All right, now we've got a good setup. Here we go. All right, so posterior pelvic tilt, rocking. Flatten your low back. I don't know if you guys can see that. My hips are tilting back. Flatten your low back. I would love some feedback. If you guys can see what you need to see when I'm doing these, or if you can't see, let me know, because all I can see is the video. So if you need a better angle, just let me know so I can do that too. All right, so let's do 15 tilts. And then when you tilt, I want you to tighten your abdominals when you breathe out. Press your low back flat against the table. Squeeze your butt and lift your pelvic floor. So all of these guys are working together. We're getting that whole hip pelvic base to wake up. I don't know, I'm going to say that's 15. All right. So first thing we're going to add in today is a bridge, because we're already in this position and we're already doing the pelvic tilts. So I want you to bring your heels close to your bum, do a pelvic tilt, and then just lift your bum up. It doesn't have to be high. We're just starting out. So I want to posterior pelvic tilt, lift your bum up. I want you to push through your heels. Your heels? Your heels. If you feel tight in your thighs, I want you to go back to one of the stretching videos and do that chair stretch where you hook your foot up on the chair and you stretch out your thighs. Because that tightness can reduce this strength right here. So we're just going to do 3 sets of 10. Tilt, bridge, down. Tilt, bridge, down. These are not big fancy exercises, all right? These are just getting our body warmed up, getting the right muscles firing. If you find that you're feeling it more in your hamstring, then I want you to scooch your feet up towards your butt. That will take your hamstrings out of the equation, get you more in your glutes. You might feel more tightness in the front of your thighs. Tilt, up. So the end goal of the bridge is to get a straight line from your knee to your chest. So you really want to press those hips up. If you're not there without being able to hold that pelvic tilt, if your back is arched and your butt sinking, don't go as high. Tilt, lift. Tilt, lift. All right. I wasn't counting. I know, guys. You really impressed me. All right, let's take a little 30-second rest. Talk about form with that. So your abdominals are pulling in, tilting your pelvis back. Your pelvic floor is lifting. As you breathe out, that pelvic floor lifts up to support you. So as you bridge up, I want you to breathe out. I know, it's a lot of moving parts. If they look like jump this week, they look like jump this week. All right? So let's do one more set of 10. tilt, up, tilt, up, tilt, up, tilt, up. Remember to bring those heels in if you feel like you're feeling it in your hamstrings. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, take another rest. If you want, well, yeah, I say that. I have a mat. I don't expect that you guys have a mat, so never mind. I was going to say, if you want to hang your leg over the side and get a stretch through there, you can. But if you're on the floor, there's no over the side. So never mind. We'll just take our 30-second rest and we'll get back into it. All right. Tilt, up, tilt, up, tilt, up, tilt, up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, roll to your side. No coming directly up. That's just going to strain your low back. All right, we're going to get right into position for our clam shells. Top of your body supported, hips stacked. Like there's a direct line between your hips through to the floor. So we're not rolling back. We're not rolling forward. Our hips and our shoulders are in line. The hips are stacked. And we're just going to start here. So you can tuck this hand in if you need a little extra abdominal support. If you need like a little cueing for your core to work, again, pull the pelvic floor up as you open. So you're just getting extra support in there. And I want you to keep your feet stacked together. I want you to feel that you're getting a bigger open today. All right, we're going to get open and a little bit more tired. So we're gaining range as we gain strength. All right, 8, 9, 10. All right, so as we rest that one, we're going to bring it in front of our leg. And we're going to work the adductors, the inside of the thigh and the lower leg. So this one comes in front. Mine's like an inch or two in front of my knee. Maybe like an inch that way and an inch or two up above my knee joint itself. So this flat foot I have, stable. My hips are still relatively stacked. And I'm lifting this bottom leg. 2, 3, I'm keeping my abs tight. I'm keeping my shoulders back. I'm keeping my body in alignment. If you need to hold, you can do that. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And we'll go back to the clam shell. I like these because you can sort of mix them up a little bit and give yourself a rest on one side and a little stretch while you work the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should be feeling it right in the middle of your butt cheek. 10. I don't want you to feel it in your back. If you're feeling it in your back, try and stretch your arms long and engage your shoulder blades. Get out of that low back. So think about stacking those hips, tightening your abs, and getting your shoulder blades engaged. That'll engage your glutes more. And again, foot comes in front of the knee. Keep yourself tall, abs tight, shoulders back, lift and lower. 2, 3, press down through this heel. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If this isn't a comfortable position for you, if that's not comfortable on your hips or it's not comfortable on your body, you can put a chair in front of you. You can rest this leg on a chair, or you can put a chair over your legs and rest that leg on a chair, and then you can come up like this. That's a pretty tricky one if you don't have a chair to rest on. But if you do, you should be able to engage your abdominals so that you press slightly down on that top leg and you lift up on the bottom leg. But if you need help with that one, if you have questions, just let me know. All right, back to our last set of clam shells on this side. 1, 2. The more you do these, the more range you're going to get in your hip, the stronger you're going to feel, and the more control you're going to have. So you're not going to feel like you're rocking back. You're going to notice that you can open your hip wider within that range. 9, 10. All right, and then this guy again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, let's do the other side. Over we go. Hey there. Get you a different angle. See what they look like from this direction. Don't fall off my table. There we go. All right, so stack the hips. Open we go. 1, 2. All working from the mid butt. Your knees are forward a little bit. Your hips are lined up. 7, 8, 9, and 10. The whole time my pelvic floor is lifting. My abs are controlled. My shoulder blades are keeping my body in alignment. And then again, so you can see my foot right in front of my knee. Up we go. And if you need troubleshooting with this one, let me know and I'll see how we can figure it out for you. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. What do we got? It's Wednesday. All right, we made it halfway through the week. 2 workouts almost done and halfway through the week. Well, 3 if you did it yesterday. If you did it yesterday, it's awesome. You'll just notice gains by the end of the week. Again, these are not like crazy exercises. These are not going to affect how you sit on the toilet after you do them, but they are a good base layer for getting your core and your pelvis and your hips all working for you. And if your core and your pelvis and your hips are all working for you, then your knees can work for you, your ankles can work for you, your shoulders can work for you, all of those things. So I like hips to start if you're starting an exercise program because they're just a really good base, a solid base for support for the rest of your body. I don't know, 8, 9, 10. Looks like it might get sunny out today. That's great. All right. 1, 2. Anybody else feeling a little fatigue? 4. Feeling it right in the middle of that butt cheek. In the middle of the other butt cheek. 8, 9, 10. All right. Give it a little bit of a rest and then we'll go again. So again, hips stacked. I'm not rolling backwards. I'm not rolling forwards. I'm keeping my hips stacked. My abdominals contracted. My shoulder blades are staying open. My pelvic floor is lifting as I do it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Right from there. Really open that hip. 4, 5. Push it at the end. See if you can get it a little bit more open. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and then that's in front. And again, I don't know if the angle on the screen is showing it. So my hips are stacked, my bottom leg is straight, my top leg is bent to the front. And then I lift them over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. From here, we're going to bend this bottom leg and we're going to extend the top leg. So again, I don't know if the angle on the camera is showing it, but my leg is straight out from my body. This leg is bent to support me, to give me a little extra base of support under here so that I can keep my pelvis tilted and posterior pelvic tilt, my pelvic floor lifted, my abdominals tight, my shoulder blades in good support position. We're just going to lift and lower. 1, 2. You should feel this right away, right here. 4, 5, 6. If you're getting shin pain with this, like the front of your leg is hurting, try pointing your toes. 8, 9, 10. If you're getting knee pain, don't do this one. We'll get to that later. That's just a strength in the knee part that we need to work on. And so if this causes knee pain, just don't do it. If any of these cause pain, don't do them, shoot me a message. We can try and figure out why it's causing pain and how to sort of modify the exercise so it doesn't. But rule of thumb, so muscle fatigue is what we're looking for. So we want those muscles to get really tired. We want them to be a little bit like achy, a little bit sore, a little like you can't quite move the leg in that full range of motion anymore. That's what we're looking for, but pain should never be part of this. Multiple reasons. Pain is telling your brain that this is not safe for you. And also, if you get a pain response over and over and over, your body's not going to do that thing anymore. And that thing might be a totally normal movement pattern that you need to do, but your body will happily do something else instead if you get pain over and over. So if you're having pain with any of these, send me a message. We'll figure it out. All right, here we go. Up again. Legs straight. Ooh, there we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slow and controlled. Oh, I feel those today. That is the last 2 days of doing these exercises. Whew, there it is. There's the burn. Fantastic. So this last set is going to be hard for me. If it's easy for you, that's awesome. And you can always tune in next week. You can keep doing these every week, but tune in next week. Where we make them a little bit harder. So after we do these for the whole week, we should have gained some solid base strength that we can build on to make them more resistance friendly and more dynamic friendly, more balance friendly, and all of those things. But you have to stick with it for this week so that we can build a base for next week and make them harder. All right, here we go. Last one on this side, and then we'll do the other side. You don't want one strong leg and one not strong leg. 5, 6, 7, slow and controlled, Dara. 8, 9, 10. All right. Woo-hoo. All right. I feel the burn. Fantastic. And then you'll see what it looks like. So I've got this top leg bent. This top leg, the bottom leg bent. Top leg straight in line with my body. All right. I've got my abs tight, my pelvic floor lifted, my shoulders are back. My core is stable. And up and down we go. 5, 6, 7. So you're going to feel this in the bottom leg too, because the bottom leg is stabilizing you, and all of those muscles, those stability muscles, have been used already. So don't be surprised if your bottom leg is also like, what the heck are you doing? Also, shaky is fine. Shaky just means that those muscles are fatigued. They're working really, really hard. If you get to the last set and you can only do 7, do 7. Don't push it with a modification. So like, if you feel like you get to that lift and then you need to open your body to get the extra range that you're looking for, then you're done. There's no benefit to doing the modified exercise. You want to make sure that you do the exercise that you're intending to do with the targeted exercise, feeling the targeted muscles that you're targeting. So if you have to modify your form, just call it for that day, say that muscle is fatigued, and do it again the next day. So if you get 2 sets of 10 and 1 set of 5 today, maybe tomorrow you'll get 2 sets of 10 and 1 set of 6, or 2 sets of 10 and 1 set of 8, and just build on it from there. All right, so we've got 2 more sets of 10 on this leg, and then we're going to call it for this morning. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I know we talked about this last time, but I want to reiterate, the rest is just as important as the exercise. So if you're pushing through and you're not allowing your muscles that appropriate 30 to 60 seconds of recoup time between exercises, then you are going to modify sooner. Your body is going to change positions to get out of it sooner because those muscles don't have enough time to recoup and recover. So you want to make sure that you really give your body the time in between the sets. So you need to be slow and controlled when you do the exercise, and you also need to be resting appropriately between sets, which, trust me, is like the most mind-numbing part of doing any of the exercises, is that you have to rest between sets. But make sure that you do that, and then you can gain the full benefits. All right, so last set of 10 this leg. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, fantastic. All right. There we go. I think that does it for today. Thanks for sticking around. 20 minutes in the books of hip strengthening, day 2. And we bumped it up a little bit. We did a few more exercises, and any questions you guys have to send them my way. In the meantime, I hope you have a great Wednesday. That's all I got.